Hey everybody. So in this video you're gonna be hearing a lot of um you're gonna hear me say I like a certain thing, and that certain thing I like will come from a certain game style or from a certain game style or multiple game styles. All of these choices that I'm gonna mention in this video will be these are just all my opinion. These are all opinion based.
Hey everybody. Okay, so alright. So a little bit of not right now. Okay. Okay, so there's a bit of an issue. We have hold on. Okay, I'm gonna load up. Okay, so all these sounds that all these items you're gonna see on the screen here, like this, 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 oops, all of these have sounds, okay? So, we're gonna start with collecting a power-up. Okay, and how we're going to be doing this, so basically all these sounds that I'm going to be showing you guys, like collecting a 1-up, collecting a power-up, hitting a mystery block with a power-up in it, spin jumping, dying, going to doors, going on these things, going in pipes, out of pipe springs, all of these have different sound effects, right? But I will make a one-to-one recreation of this. I need to, so basically, all these sounds have, all of these, they all have different sounds in these 4 Mario styles, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna start with, so here's the thing, with Mario Maker 2, anytime you make a level and you want to change the theme from one of these 4 game styles that I'm highlighting, I'm hovering over, and if I want to go from Super Mario Bros. To 3D World, watch. Changing this game style will set the course, so I have to recreate it by myself afterwards. So I will do that right after. So we're going to start by listening to what it sounds like when you collect a 1-up mushroom from all of these, from these 4 game modes. And you might be wondering, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing that, right? But as soon as I'm done listening to all 4 of these, I'm going to basically just reset the game style, and I will basically just add a 1-up mushroom to my level once I change it to a 3D World. After that, we will listen to what it sounds like, and then I will change it back to whatever style it was on before, and then I will restore this, what you're seeing here afterwards. I will basically, so after listening to what the 1-up mushroom sounds like in Mario Bros. Original 3, Super Mario World, and New Super Mario Bros. U, I will listen to 1-up mushroom in Super Mario Bros. 3D's World. I will select this, I will reset the course, and I'll add a 1-up mushroom to my level once I select the 3D World style, and we will just listen to it, and then I will press B, which will automatically bring me back to Super Mario Bros. Game style, right? So we will, and I'm gonna record on my phone the sound of all 5 sounds of each sound we're going to be listening to today. Okay, but after I record what it sounds like for the Wonder Mushroom so once I record what the sounds of the Wonder Mushroom in Mario Bros, Mario Bros 3, New Super Mario Bros. U, and Super Mario World and 3D World, after I record what the Wonder Mushroom sounds like on my phone, I will listen to all of them, and I'll choose what I think is the best sounding Wonder Mushroom from all of the 5 choruses, and I will do that for every single thing we're going to be listening to today. But here's the one thing. I'm going to be also doing that for like all the sounds we'll be listening to. But I'm just going to say what my favorite sounding, like what's my favorite sound from one of these. Basically, so if it's the Wonder Mushroom, I'm going to basically say, I like my favorite Wonder Mushroom sound comes from one of these 5, and then I'll tell you what style I like it the most in. Starting with the Wonder Mushroom, let's get started. Starting with the first Mario Bros. Game. So, I don't need... Actually, I need to, but this is how I could give myself a 1-up. Just watch. Oops, I have to do this. Oh, never mind. I guess I do have to. Right? Okay, now I can go to it. Okay, so now I'm gonna record all of the Mario sound effects on the Switch, but if the sound effect only comes from 1, 2, or 3 game styles, then I will not do it. Okay? But I will let you know if I need to record them or not. Okay, so I got all the recordings for each 1-up sound effect in all of the game styles in Mario Maker 2. So, starting with the original Mario Bros. Iconic. Basically the same. We're gonna trim... Oh, you can't make any small. Okay. I'm not sure. They basically all sound the same. Okay, there's gonna be a little bit of a new rule. I don't have to like a certain what you call it, a certain sound effect, at any point I could just, yeah, I like all of them. I like every single one of these sound effects. I like all of them one up sound effects. I'll play them for you. I like all of them except for the Mario World one. I don't know. I just don't like it. But all the other ones are really good. So all of them are good. Okay. So now on to the next sound effect. When you collect a power up, and this will be in all of every single game style in Mario Maker 2. Okay, so for Mario, for the sound effect for when you get a power up, when you collect it, I like and I don't really like most sound effects from Mario World, but when you collect a mushroom from Mario World, that's just the sound effect that I chose to collect. Anywho, I like the Mario World styled sound effect of that because it actually sounds like you're growing. And the other ones, they don't. Yeah, Mario World sounds the best. Okay, now we're on to the death sound effect. I'm not sure what to do to choose. I don't know what to choose. It's I think I'm gonna go with U Deluxe, only because they're fairly similar to U Deluxe and Mario Bros. Wii's, and that's the one that Mario Wii was my first ever Mario game that I played. So that was the first game I've ever played in my life. So probably I'm gonna go with U Deluxe just because it's fairly similar, though. But I also kind of like the sound of of 3D Worlds as well. But I will give U Deluxe though the win just for that. Okay, so now on to, if we get this channel to 100 subscribers, I will show you guys all my Mario Maker levels except for the ones that are not. All my Mario Maker levels that are uploaded. So the next sound effect we're gonna be listening to is this, what it sounds like when you spin jump off of an enemy in Mario Maker 2. Okay, so I went And I was thinking, how am I gonna do this, right? But then I remembered that I've played Super Mario World and U Deluxe before, and you can spin jump off of swamps. So I will spin jump off of a swamp for U Deluxe and Super Mario World. But I went to see if it was possible in 3D World because I forgot if you could do that in 3D World. But thing is, you cannot. So, because then this will happen. I'll show you. Right? Okay, so if I okay, so let me just add some ground. And then there we go. And add a swamp. I'm gonna try to spin jump off of this swamp in 3D World. But in order to do a spin jump, I need to press L and R on my controllers. So let's do that. So I have to press B and then L and R. You can't do it. You can't do it. Because you won't bounce off this swamp. So you can only do it in U Deluxe and Super Mario World. Because in Mario Bros. 3, no spin jumping, the spin jumping was not a move in that game. So, okay, let's get my cursor back. Okay, add this swamp here, and let's listen to it. Okay. Now let's listen to Super Mario World's version of it. So I'm gonna give the win to U Deluxe. I don't know why I paused there, but I'm gonna, so the spin jump off of the enemy, the best sounding one goes to U Deluxe, right? So remove this. So now we're gonna move on to what it sounds like when you hit a mystery block with a power up in it, starting with Super Mario Bros. The original game. And I'm gonna record the sound effect all on my Switch. Okay, now we can listen to it. Ooh. I don't even know what to choose because they all sound the same. But they just sound... That one sounds more charming. That's... I don't know how to explain to you, but this one sounds different. That one is cool. I like how clear Mario Bros. 3 one is. Okay, we're gonna add a new rule to this. If I can't decide on a power-up which one I like, I'll just see if I like all of them. And I kind of like all of them except for this one, and well, that one actually is cool. I like all of them except the Mario Bros. Mario World one. I kind of like the 3D World one the most. Okay, I'll give the... Okay, so what I mean by I will give points to certain, like, game styles, I'm just saying I like, and then I'll explain what type of... I like certain type of styles is what I mean. So I will... I like the 3D World one the most. I think that one I like. But I also like all of them except for the World one. That one I don't like too much. But this one's cool. This one is cool. So they're... Okay, so I'm undecided about that sound effect. Okay. So let's go with the next sound effect, which will be Mario spin jumping. Okay, so there's a little bit of a thing here. So, like I was saying with spin jumping off an enemy, you can only do it in Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. U. But, like I said earlier, you can't spin jump off of an enemy in Super Mario 3D World, but you can spin jump normally. So, we will listen to Mario World, Mario U, and 3D World, starting with Mario World. Okay, so now we gotta do the spin jump move, right? And there's only 3 game styles that you could do the spin jump move in. It's the same 3 game styles that you could spin jump with an enemy in. Or sorry, that's a lie. Sorry. It's this, except for 3D World. 3D World, you can't spin jump off on an enemy, but you can spin jump though. So you can spin jump in Super Mario World, New Super Mario Bros. U, and 3D World. Okay? So yeah, it's the same game styles. You can spin jump off of an enemy, but 3D World, you can't spin jump an enemy, but you can spin jump though. So these 3 are the only ones you can spin jump in, because spin jumping wasn't in Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario Bros. Anyways, I'm going to record them on my Switch. Okay, so I got them on my Switch, so let's take a listen to them. Okay, starting with Super Mario World. I don't like the 3D Worlds one, so we're gonna listen to the Mario Bros. U and Super Mario World. The 3D World style what I don't like. Okay, so I like both Mario Bros. U and Super Mario World's spin jump sound effect, because they just sound like an actual spin jump. They're both really cool. I really like them. But I don't like the 3D World one. Alright? So now, on to the door sound effects. Okay, so if I click on this door, so basically when I listened to this sound effect, I'm going to play the sound effect for you in 3, 2, 1. I checked 3 of the game styles. So I've checked the original Mario Bros. Style, I've checked the Super Mario Bros. 3 style, and I've just checked Super Mario World style. And I listened to the same... So I basically did this. I listened to that sound effect on these 3 game styles, and they all sound the same. So the only sound effect that we need to listen to for the door is how it sounds in every single game style when it opens and closes. Okay, on to that. Okay, so before we listen to the door sound effect, I need to mention one thing. Okay. That sound effect you hear will sound the same in every game style. I've checked 3 of the two game styles. I think 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3. I think I've done 3 before the beginning of this video. So we're not gonna listen to any sound effects of items bouncing on a note block because they all sound the same. So anyways, let's where's my eraser? Numbers. Alright. So I'm gonna record the door sound effect next. I got all the recordings for the door sound the sound effect you hear when you open and close a door in a Mario Maker level in the editor. Let's go. Okay. I don't like the first 2. Ooh. Okay, let's listen to the Mario World, Mario U, and 3D World door closing and opening sound effects once more. Okay, and then this one. Okay, I like all of them, but I do not like the Mario Bros. Original style and the Mario Bros. 3 style. The Mario Bros. 3 style you can barely hear. It's just too blocky. I don't like it. Okay, so now on to the grapple hook sound effect. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will show you in a quick second. Okay, so if you guys don't know what the hook or crane sound effect, whatever you want to call it, if you don't know what the hook or crane, whatever you want to call it, is, this is what I'm talking about. The hook or crane, whatever you want to call it, this is what I'm talking about. This, I'll point to it. This thing right here. The thing that Mario's swinging side to side on. This is the hook or crane. I don't know what the actual name of it is, so I'm just gonna call it the crane or hook. One or the other. Call it whatever you want, but if there's an actual name for it that Nintendo has said before, let me know in the comments. So basically, I'm gonna go to the 3D World style. Okay? I won't lose anything, I can just back out of it. And I just took a look in the grouped, so basically I looked, so if you press Y, you can basically look, there's like other objects you can select, there's different groups there's basically other items you can search for and add them to your level. I looked in the 3D World style, and I found out that I looked and I didn't see a crane / hook, whatever you want to call it, object in this game. So we only have to listen to Super Mario Bros., Mario Bros. 3, New Super Mario Bros. U, and Super Mario World's crane / hook sound effect for when Mario bounces out of the crane / hook, and then when Mario jumps and hooks himself onto the crane slash hook. Okay? So we won't be listening to the Mario 3D World styled crane slash hook because there is no crane slash hook object in Mario 3D World. Okay? Okay, so let's listen to the crane sound effect. It's crane slash hook. Okay, I got them recorded on my Switch. Okay. Okay, I don't like any of the crane slash hook sound effect except for Mario Bros. U. Mario Bros. U has the best sounding crane slash hook sound effect because what basically okay so I'm gonna be okay so basically when Mario does this you hear a sound effect of that object that Mario's bouncing out. He's bouncing and bouncing off of and rehook. So basically when Mario does this, you'll hear a sound effect of that object. And that object sounds a lot like an actual like crane slash hook. Like realistically in Mario Bros. U. So I like that one the most. The other ones just sound blocky and bleh. I don't like it. So Mario Bros. U has the best sound effect for it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the only objects that we have left, or sound effects we have left to listen to is when Mario enters and exits a pipe, when Mario jumps, and what the spring when the trampoline sound effect sounds like. Okay, so I'm gonna say it one more time. We only have 3 sound effects left to listen to, and the 3 sound effects that we have to listen to, the last 3 sound effects we have to listen to are when Mario enters and exits a pipe, when Mario jumps, and when Mario bounces on a trampoline in every single game style. Okay? But you might be wondering, does 3D World have those objects? If you might be wondering that if you never played Mario Maker 2 before. And just for the viewers who never played Mario Maker before, yes, there is those objects. I believe, yes, there is. So that's the pipe sound effect. Hold on. Where is the spring? I know the spring is in here somewhere. I just gotta find it. Yeah, here's the trampoline. And obviously Mario can jump. Right? Anyways, on to the sound effect for when Mario exits and enters a pipe. Basically, what I've done is I basically just made I'll just show you this. So if I go to load, so I made a 3D world level, and what I'm showing you guys is basically just a level where it's just ground, basically. So if I load into this level, so all I have to do now is just add a item or object to this level and then record and listen to the sound effect of the item I place in this level. So in Mario Maker 2, if you select this little thing here, and you can see different game styles. So if you make, let's say I just made this let's say I just added these pipes and the ground structure, right? So let's say I wanted to listen to the pipe sound effect, right? So I could just playtest my level, and then record the sound of the pipe, right? But let's say I just already recorded that sound effect and I wanted to switch to a different game style, right? I could switch to Super Mario World or Mario Bros. The original game or Mario Bros. 3 and not have to, and all of these objects that I've added in my, and the pipe object that's in my level will not be erased. But if I did that to the Super Mario Bros. 3D style, it will erase all the objects and I have to recreate my level. Okay, everybody, so I just erased some of the pipe objects in my level off screen. Why did I want to do that? I just wanted to. But okay, so I have all the all the what's it called? Pipe sound effects recorded on my Switch. So let's take a listen to it. Okay, so I recorded these off screen, and I'm just realizing. Oh, whoops! Here, I gotta turn up the volume a little bit, and I just realized that the sound effect when Mario goes into a pipe in in the original Mario game style is cut off. But I also found out that the sound effect for when Mario enters the pipe and exits the pipe are both the same in each Mario game style and Mario Maker 2. So all the game styles that we're gonna be all the pipe sound effects we will be listening to in each Mario game style are all gonna sound basically the same for when Mario exits a pipe and enters a pipe. So like they have their own so basically listen. So you hear that sound effect, and you see how. And do you guys hear that when Mario entered the pipe and exited the pipe, they were both the exact same sounds. So you guys might be thinking, will that be the same? Will every single other game style be the same sound effect like this one? No, it won't. It will be different, but like basically I'll just play them for you and you'll understand. You guys should understand. You see? Both those sound effects were the exact same. Okay? So let's re-listen to all of the pipe sound effects and let's figure out which one I like the most. Let's listen to the Mario World one more time. I okay, so I like every single one because there's no realistic thing. Like, this is not something this is not a realistic sound effect or anything. Like, it's a video game, right? So in real life you can't really go into pipes. Would you? whoop-de-doo. But anyways, I like every single sound effect we just listened to. It's really good. I think it's awesome. And yeah, so I think all of them are good. Like, so the pipe sound effects are good, and in my opinion, I think the pipe sound effect is really good in every single Mario Maker 2 game style. So like, yeah. Anyways, now on to the last sound effect that we have time for. Okay? And you guys may be wondering, what does that mean? I'll explain to you guys after we listen to the spring sound effect. Okay? And so we're not going to be doing the jump sound effect. I'll explain why after we listen to the spring sound effect. Okay, so I got all the recordings for what the spring sound effect sounds like for each Mario game style in Mario Maker 2. So let's take a listen, starting with the the original NES Mario Bros. Style. I'll flip back and forth so you guys can listen to it better. And okay, so I like all of the spring slash sorry, not spring. I said, okay, so if you guys were just wondering why I call it spring, or actually it's called the trampoline. Yeah, I meant to call it trampoline. Yeah, okay, my bad. But anyway, oops. But anyways, basically, I like all of the spring sound effects except for Mario Bros. 3 and Mario Bros. Original. I understand that they didn't, that there was, that it was, like, the sound effects were made so, like, what you call it? These games came out, like, long time ago, before, like, a long time ago, and basically, I understand that there's a limit on, like, how Nintendo would make their sound effects, because they couldn't make as much, because there was like things they couldn't really there was like a limit on what they could do when developing these, like, Mario Bros. 3 and Mario Bros. Original. So when, I don't know trampolines or I know they were in, I don't know if they're actually in the base game, but I think when they were trying to make Mario, like, a spring sound effect for Mario Maker 2, they couldn't do much because of, like, how old the games are. So I understand that, but they don't really sound like actual springs. They sound like just, like, yeah, they don't sound like actual springs. But when you take a listen to Super Mario World, New Super Mario Bros. U, and 3D World, they really sound like a spring. Let's take a listen one more time. So I like not the spring. Okay, if I keep on saying spring, I mean the trampoline. But I like the trampoline sound effect from Mario World, New Super Mario Bros. U, and 3D World. So just before we end this video, here's a little explanation of why I'm not doing every single sound effect in Mario Maker 2. Okay, so if you guys click here, and then you go down to here, you can see right here that there is you guys can see here that if I click on this, you can look at all of Mario's moves and movesets in every single game style. So we got Mario Bros. Original, Mario Bros. 3, Mario World, Mario U, and 3D World. And I just so while it was off screen, I took a look and I checked all of these sound effects that I need, so I basically just went to this page and I took a look and I went to just check if there's any more sound effects I need to that we need to listen to for this video. And I found 9, or sorry, yeah, I'm pretty sure 9 or I think 9 or more, I think around 8 or 9 sound effects that we haven't listened to, that we need to cover, that we need to go over. And I will do that in another video for you guys, okay? Okay, so, and if you guys are wondering what sound effects we still need to go over, I have a list that I'm going to show you in 3, 2, 1, now. Pause the video right now if you want to read what is being shown on the screen right now. Yeah, if you guys, yeah, so I will do that in the video. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!